need to be able to stand up.
Pressure's on, Dave.
How they threw plywood up to roofers.
Oh, yeah.
Here goes nothing. This dinette will be coming out of here. We're doing another thing.
Yeah. Another thing to assist our past thing.
Right.
The fridge.
We upgraded to a 12-volt refrigerator, upgraded our batteries, so now we are going to add some solar. Here, we'll do a quick unboxing.
Oh.
We had 2 of these. They're 200 watts a piece.
Okay.
Why did I choose to go with 400 watts? I just thought it sounded nice.
Really, no other rhyme or reason?
No. When we had the Airstream, we had dual 80-watt panels, and that did all right. So, I mean, having 400 watts has to be better.
Right. More power is more better.
When you think about what we're trying to power or run, is basically just a 12-volt fridge, lights, maybe TV.
Yeah, that's about it. We're not doing this to like fill up the roof with a bunch of, you know, solar panels.
Well, these will definitely leave room for expansion if we decide to add more later. I went and got Rich solar panels. Again, I didn't really have a rhyme or reason as to why I picked what I picked. It's just the price for it was right. We paid $229 per panel.
Okay, that's not terrible.
No, it's really not terrible. And they had very good reviews.
So what are you gonna do first for this install?
First, we should take the panels outside and put a multimeter on, make sure we have voltage from them.
Oh, okay.
That'd probably be the smartest thing to do. Just like when we went to install the 12-volt fridge, what I do first, I powered it up outside of the race.
Makes sense.
It's an extremely overcast day. We don't really have anything for sunlight, but I'm still getting 36 volts. It's open circuit voltage.
Okay, but it's still getting something.
Right, it's getting something, so it's working. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's just not getting a lot. Got panel number 2 out. It's getting slightly more power, 39 volts.
Okay,
So they both work.
they're working.
Keep in mind, this is not necessarily a how-to video. This is just how I'm doing this install.
How might to.
I've never done solar before. I'm not a solar expert. I don't pretend to be a solar expert. If you want to talk to an actual solar expert, I'd call Ed Jones.
My name is Ed Jones. I have a business called Off Grid Power Systems, where we take recreational vehicles and other specialty vehicles and basically install off-grid power systems.
Yeah.
Be able to stand up.
Well, let's raise the roof. All right, pressure's on, Dave.
How they threw plywood up to roofers.
Oh, yeah. Ready to grab, Mike.
Got the panel set up here. Not really sure where to put it yet. Since we have a fiberglass roof, we have to find where you have the steel beams going across. So we're using a magnet, and I can feel that there's one right here that goes, one right there goes side to side. May have to move or readjust these brackets further up or down to make it line up. You can pretty much tell where the steel is. If you look, it's kind of like a lighter band that goes across the roof. Using the magnet test, right there. Found one. See if we can find another one. Yep, found one. Made a mark here where there's steel, and then one up there, made another mark. You can see that the brackets don't really line up, so we're gonna have to measure the marks, take the panel back down, move the brackets, drill new holes, and now these holes are spaced out too far. They're wider than the steel. So I'll probably just drill a hole right through the middle and then just attach it that way. Got the front panel up here, and I've also placed the second panel. We did move the brackets and we drilled the hole there in the middle. Looks like the steel beams are placed about 32 inches apart. So we got one here. You can see it lines up with the bracket. And then the next one lines up with that bracket. Here goes nothing. Let's say a prayer. Got all the holes drilled, which is probably the scary part. And they got Dicor lap sealant. This is self-leveling. The batteries are there. Just above the floor inside is the charge controller. So we've got a panel that's up there and we got a panel back there. I think what we've decided is inside to go through the closet, which is right in this area, come through the roof into the closet, and then I can put my disconnect switch in there, and then we'll run the wire down underneath and over to the batteries. It's a longer run, but I think it's gonna be the best option. The other option is to come through the ceiling here into the cabinets and then run the wire externally on the wall inside down to the batteries. It's the shortest run, but it probably is gonna look the worst. Looking inside the closet, you can see here's a HDMI cable that I ran previously to go from front to back. So looking for a good spot to drill. This is magnetic, by the way. Right there, you can see it sticks to the ceiling, so there's a steel cross member in there. I'll probably drill somewhere in this area. So, that went through awfully easy. I guess I'll go up top and see where it came through. There it is. There's the hole. Perfect. Drilled with a small bit as a test. Now we're coming through with the big bit. Nice. Look at that. The panel's mounted and the hole drilled. We ran the wires. This is what I got to run the wires inside is this little cover. So what I'm gonna do is use some of this Loctite marine stuff, adhesive, put it around here, glue it to the top of the roof, let it set, and then we'll put Dicor around it. Inside the closet, I got the wire ran to our disconnect switch right here, basically a breaker. And I'm gonna run the wire down here, down there, behind the cabinets, through the floor, and then all the way up to the front to the batteries. Before I started this project, I bought some ferrule crimpers. So that way, as I make all these connections, I can crimp these ferrules on. Ready for the cover. We are pretty much done. You may wonder why I have this charge controller here. I'm thinking future, because this dinette will be coming out of here. You know, we're gonna put an entertainment center in. So yeah, that's just kind of a temporary place for it. It's gonna be in the general vicinity, but not necessarily right there. Here in the closet, got the disconnect in, cable ties in, everything's nice and neat. Right here you can see that it's currently off. We pulled the Wraith outside. I pulled up the app for my smart shunt so you can see the power going in and out. Right now it says -7 amps. Now I'm going to flip the disconnect switch for the panels. Turn them on. So in the Victron app, I go to the Smart Solar, and you can see we've got 50, well, 48.
Bouncing around.
It's been bouncing 50 to 40 watts, but you can see that we do have solar back up to 51, down to 43. We have solar coming in now.
Yeah. And it's not exactly a sunny day outside.
It's
so,
a 400 watt system, but it's cloudy.
Yeah, it's cloudy, overcast, and we had a little dusting of snow out there. I mean, there's like big clouds, there's a peak of blue sky, but it's not a whole lot today.
All right, up here on the roof, now you can see the finished product or project, whatever you want to call it. That's where the wires go into the closet. There's our first panel. These are two 200 watt panels. There's room for more, but we'll see how this does. You can see, still cloudy. Not getting a whole lot of solar right now. Yep, 32 watts. Come on, son. I want to see what you can do. Keep you guys updated as we go. We'll let you know how this works out. You're probably wondering, why are they tearing apart their Wraith again?
Continuously.
And the answer is because the dinette is going to go.